provide their own severe and dangerous threat. So for folks who are maybe heading to bed, we want to turn on those alerts, make sure your phone is turned on all the way for the volume as well. If you download the Fox Weather app, you'll get alerts on your phone as well. And if you do happen to lose power, we're not only going on TV and on your local station or on your Roku's or all sorts of TVs, but we're also going on YouTube and your Fox Weather app. FoxWeather.tv, and you can see where exactly we're streaming if you do happen to lose us and need to stay informed. Let's first break things down over into Little Rock, as we have a tornado warning that's moving through the northwest of the metro in Little Rock right now. This is a tornado warning that will take us at least until 9:45 p.m. Central Time for Pulaski, as well as Saline County. The hail size indicated in this is around 1.25 inches. More than likely that hail core is located just towards the north of where the rotation is being seen. So let's throw on the rotation. Let's see where we're watching these winds. And there it is, moving closer and closer to Little Rock. And if we put a storm cone on it or a tracker and see where it's heading next, we'll get a better view of which cities and locations need to be in a tornado safe place. But still, that tight rotation being seen. But this storm is getting closer to the radar, which means in a mere minutes it might be a little more difficult for the radar to pick up on that classic rotation. For 9/11 Twin Springs, this will be in your area, so you have another around 10 minutes. Ivesville, 9:18. Camden Village, 9:24. You've got 20 minutes. That's enough time to make sure everything is in place, to make sure your family is safe. Little Rock, 9:28 p.m. Sherwood, 9:35, and Gravel Ridge, 9:40. I circled the rotation. Let's see if we have a debris ball associated with this, as it's getting more into a populated area. Signs point to yes, there certainly could be. And I know it looks messy. It looks crazy with this debris tracker, with all of this down here. That's all because we're getting closer to the radar. We have a lot of meteorological targets being lofted into the air. But it's this feature here that's co-located with that rotation that could point to maybe there is a debris ball. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait and see a little bit later as it gets farther from the radar at this point. But clearly, we have that classic inflow being pulled into this storm, and that's where we'll keep an eye out, especially for northwestern Little Rock towards Maumelle, Arkansas as well. Now, Jacksonville, you might not be under this tornado warning, but it's moving in your general direction. It's around 15 miles away from Little Rock. So Jacksonville, you know how long it takes you to Little Rock. I'm sure you've been into the city before. So think about, okay, if it's getting to Little Rock in around 20, 30 minutes, or maybe even a little less than that, 15 minutes, it's going to take X amount of time to get to me. Be sure that you're preemptively making preps for the storm, staying within a few steps of your tornado safe place, having your family aware that there is a severe weather outbreak ongoing into the overnight hours and even into early Friday morning as well, as we do have tornado watches that are in effect until 12 a.m. Central Time, as well as 12 a.m. Eastern Time. So Little Rock, you certainly have a lot of activity coming through. And we also include Fort Smith, Arkansas. Now, I do want to point out that it was around I-40 through Little Rock and in towards Texarkana that we have that level 3 out of 5 threat for severe weather on Thursday. But that threat does continue into Friday, primarily a little bit farther towards I-20 as well as I-10. And the tornadic potential of the storms going into Friday afternoon still possible, but not as robust as we're seeing tonight. But folks in Austin, Nashville, Tennessee, through Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana, you could see some flooding from these systems as well. And you've been fairly storm fatigued over the last few weeks here with that El Nino, able to bring in a lot more of those storm systems into the region. For Paducah, Kentucky, I think the good news is here, it looks like it's more of that Boeing segment. So we're talking damaging wind gusts and potentially with those cores or higher cores hail. The hail size right now is around 3/4 of an inch, the wind speed 60 miles per hour. But this largely expansive severe thunderstorm warning will take you just towards the south of East El Dorado, towards Rosiclare, through Paducah, as well as Union City. And then for Murray as well, we have that severe thunderstorm warning that popped up. Let's see what the severe damage was near Paducah. That was in the city of Gage, where a roof was blown off of a barn. That was on Phelps Road in southeast Ballard County. Time estimated, and that was from the radar. We're showing you 66 miles per hour in these storms in its immediate vicinity. So this might not be tornado damage, but showing you that, hey, straight line winds pose a dangerous threat as well, especially if we're talking barns, mobile homes, not as sturdy. So it's